Welcome back to the show. We start today with major offseason moves shaking up the league. We look at the Golden State Warriors, where the catalyst for their next phase is clear. We're talking about the new contract situation involving legendary coach Steve Kerr, which sets the stage for a massive offseason blitz as the team prepares for the draft and free agency.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, the intense speculation surrounding the Golden State Warriors' pursuit of a superstar is heating up. We dive deep into why acquiring Giannis Antetokounmpo is seen as the ultimate move, examining the roster holes and the potential for a seismic trade that could redefine the franchise's championship window. Now, we look at the harsh reality facing the Warriors as they look toward the future. We analyze the defining crossroads they face with the number 11 pick in the 2026 NBA draft, and why trading that asset for a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo is the aggressive gamble they might need to make right now. And finally, the draft lottery results are in. We break down how the Sacramento Kings fell to the number 7 pick, while the Golden State Warriors remained at the number 11 pick, and what this means for their path forward as Stephen Curry nears the end of his career. Stay with us for more breaking news. The Golden State Warriors are officially entering a critical offseason phase following the conclusion of the regular season and a key coaching decision. The team has secured a new contract extension with legendary coach Steve Kerr, ensuring his continued presence in the Bay Area for at least 2 more seasons, though the final paperwork remains pending. With the coaching situation stabilized, the focus immediately shifts to restructuring the roster. The offseason officially kicked off after a recent playoff exit, with the team commencing strategic planning. The first major step is the upcoming draft, where the Warriors will select 11th overall, their highest pick since 2021. While this selection falls outside the top 4, the team is expected to use it to acquire an athletic player, potentially in a trade for a high-profile asset like Giannis Antetokounmpo or another starting-caliber player, given their recent performance. Veteran depth is also a priority, as key players like Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody are sidelined with knee injuries until January. Furthermore, the team is seeking a creative ball handler to supplement their offensive sets. The free agency period is set to be intense following the June draft. Draymond Green, Al Horford, and D'Anthony Melton will be evaluating their options. Green, slated for a $27 million deal, is expected to either sign an extension or seek a lower average contract. Melton is anticipated to test the open market, while 39-year-old Al Horford is reportedly contemplating retirement. Regardless of player movements, the Warriors face budgetary constraints. They have limited cap space, and even unrestricted free agent Kristaps Porzingis may return after a previous trade. However, the emphasis on modernizing the offense during contract negotiations with Kerr suggests the team will pursue several key personnel moves. A lull is expected after the Summer League, with the next major developments coming in late August when Stephen Curry is eligible to sign a max contract extension to remain in the Bay Area indefinitely, alongside potential extensions for rookie Brandon Podziemski. Training camp is scheduled to commence in late September, marking the start of the next competitive season. The Golden State Warriors are intensely focused on acquiring superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo, a pursuit that has spanned over 6 years. With the Milwaukee Bucks making Antetokounmpo available through an auction, the Warriors are anxiously assessing their chances. However, analysts suggest that assembling a competitive trade package for the superstar will be exceedingly difficult. The Warriors reportedly lack the necessary young talent that the Bucks would find irresistible. Furthermore, the team's roster has shown significant vulnerabilities, with scouts noting a steep decline in performance following key departures, and concerns raised about the prospects of their under-25 players. One Eastern Conference scout previously noted that the Warriors are nowhere near the playoffs without Stephen Curry, suggesting that even with Curry's return, roster instability remains a major hurdle. A direct trade for Giannis would necessitate a substantial salary commitment, which the Bucks front office is unlikely to agree to based on current assets like Draymond Green or expiring contracts. Potential suitors, including the Miami Heat, New York, Boston, Minnesota, and Portland, are all capable of offering significant packages, including draft assets and young talent. Ultimately, the report suggests that even if the Warriors fail to secure Antetokounmpo, it does not signify total failure, but rather that he was unavailable when needed. The discussion also touches on Antetokounmpo's recent injury history, questioning his availability and long-term impact on the Warriors' trajectory. The Golden State Warriors face a critical decision regarding their number 11 pick in the 2026 NBA draft, as the franchise grapples with the fragility of its championship aspirations amid the Western Conference arms race. The recent 2025-26 season exposed significant vulnerabilities, culminating in a 37-45 record and a play-in tournament exit, signaling a slide into second gear. Following a devastating injury to Jimmy Butler, the team became overly reliant on Stephen Curry to generate offense, while interior defense and rebounding remained glaring weaknesses. The elimination by the Phoenix Suns served as a stark reminder that the team appeared old. Analysts suggest the number 11 pick must be treated as trade ammunition rather than a developmental asset. While some advocate for patience and developing a young player, the argument for maximizing the twilight of Stephen Curry's career demands immediate action. Curry's historical impact underscores the need for commitment over patience, especially as younger Western Conference teams stockpile elite talent. The previous attempt to bridge eras through prospects like Kuminga and Podziemski has failed to yield the necessary transformational co-star. The proposed perfect trade centers on acquiring Giannis Antetokounmpo. Despite the substantial cost, including the number 11 pick, future first-round selections, and salary matching, this move is framed as a necessary seismic gamble. Giannis is posited to solve the Warriors' core deficiencies, instantly boosting rebounding, restoring elite rim protection, and creating an impossible offensive dilemma alongside Curry. The synergy between the two stars, capable of manipulating opposing defenses, is seen as the key to unlocking a final championship window. This move is positioned as a declaration that the Warriors are willing to embrace the aggression that defined their past success, echoing the mindset behind past high-stakes moves. With rivals like the Oklahoma City Thunder and San Antonio Spurs accelerating toward dynasty status, waiting 3 years for a rookie to mature is deemed organizational malpractice. Ultimately, the report concludes that trading the pick for Giannis represents the front office's choice to stop dreaming about the future and maximize the present, providing the necessary force to secure one last championship run. The 2026 NBA Draft Lottery delivered disappointing results for Northern California teams, as both the Sacramento Kings and Golden State Warriors failed to secure a higher selection. On May 10, 2026, the lottery process, which utilizes ping-pong balls for the top 4 picks and record standings for the remainder, saw the Kings drop to the number 7 pick, while the Warriors remained projected for the number 11 selection. Sacramento finished the season with a 22-60 record, giving them an 11.5% chance of the number 1 pick and a 45.5% probability of landing in the top 4. However, the top 4 selections went to the Chicago Bulls and the Memphis Grizzlies, who entered the lottery with superior records. The Kings' fall to the 7th pick represents a significant setback for an organization in a clear rebuild that was anticipating a top 4 selection. Similarly, the Golden State Warriors were unlucky. They entered the lottery with only a 2% chance at the number 1 pick and a 9.4% chance of securing a top 4 spot. They remained at the projected number 11 pick. This outcome is particularly noteworthy for the Warriors, given that Stephen Curry is nearing the end of his career. Moving up in the lottery could have provided a clearer pathway for the franchise once their star retires. The 2026 NBA draft is scheduled for Tuesday, June 24. The draft class features a strong top tier, with prospects like BYU forward A.J. Dybantsa, Kansas guard Darren Peterson, Duke forward Cameron Boozer, and North Carolina forward Caleb Wilson being widely regarded as potential superstars. The full 2026 NBA draft order is now available on the league's official website.